Push Effect Podcast in full effect. We have the Ultimate Fighter Season 29 middleweight champion Bryan Battle in the building. We have bare knuckle superstar Taylor Starling in the building. We have MMA veteran, Bellator veteran Keith Richardson in the building. It's a lot. And then we have 2-in-1 amateur.
Yes, sir.
MMA fighter in the building.
Don't discredit yourself.
It's just a lot of fighters in the building.
Hey, you know what? I was 2-1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's part of the game.
Hey.
At one point, he was 0-1.
We all started somewhere. Right. Don't bring that back.
Oh man,
My guys are in
about
the
it all
building.
time.
Man, these are my guys. These are my teammates. These are my coaches. All of them means a lot to me. So much to me. They are poured into me. These guys are actually hilarious too, by the way. So we're just gonna jump right into it. So we have Bryan fighting February 5th. Trayshawn Gore. We have Taylor Starling. You're fighting in a few days against Hannah Guy.
Yeah, Thursday.
Keith Richardson just delivered a motherfucking beating to this motherfucker. I don't know. Delivered it in ex-MMA just a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah, about a month.
Yeah, about a month ago. Oh, damn. Time flies by.
Like way too fast.
Yeah, I thought it was.
There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yeah, I'm
There's
about to say, time flies by. It literally felt like it was like a few weeks ago. Like, that's crazy. You delivered that motherfucker a beating. Yeah. You got to tell me that. You got to show me that mount that you were in, though, for real.
And as usual, I'll show you the smother too.
Yeah,
Gilbert Melendez didn't even know you could do that. It's like, I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, I'm sitting here like, God damn, this motherfucker is not getting up. I'm like, it just
people
can't
who don't
get
know
up.
what Keith is talking about, it's when you have someone and you just cover their mouth and nose like this.
Just
You know what I'm
can't
saying?
breathe.
Suffocate
The
yourself.
asshole move.
You know,
Everybody at Modern Warrior knows you can do that.
Right. And we literally took that. Like, Shamik tries to do that to me all the time.
And
like,
it's legal. Like,
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's asshole move. Goddamn, we know who it came from. So we got all these fighters in the building. So I just want to know how y'all fight camp's been going. Like, how has it been?
Are we starting over?
Yeah, we started.
Dude,
We can start wherever.
I tell you what, it's been so much fun, man. Since getting back from the finale,
Yeah.
you know, being able to dedicate more time to the craft, you know, it's like taking some like training weights off. You know what I'm saying? I've been able to make big strides in areas where I just, before, you're just trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? You're just trying to get to the next fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what it was before. Now it's like I can really actually like start developing like my craft to like, higher levels, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so it's just like, it's really fun to see like us like, okay, wow, there's so much room for improvement, you know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I've gotten a lot better. So I cannot wait till February, because there's still a lot of time till February 5th. And
Right.
so that means I get to get even better, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? So it's been a great fight camp.
No, I feel you, and I've felt that it's been a great fight camp from this motherfucker too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, just every way possible that you want to think of. Yo, like, so how's it been for you?
Well, I would like to say that I'm the polar opposite.
Right.
I was supposed to fight in October. So I was in a huge camp, like, leading up to October. So, like, 2 months, like, solid fight camp, gonna fight in Montana, went all the way out to Montana, and my opponent didn't make weight. So it just didn't happen. So it was like I got blue balls.
Mm.
It was like, you have
Yeah.
that whole lead up. Yes, this is it. This is the moment. Didn't happen. And I just, like, have been, like, since then I had 3 more dates that I was, like, supposed to fight that just didn't happen. And now it's like, oh, shit, I'm fighting. Like, I just found out I'm fighting Hannah Guy, like, probably 5 days ago, maybe.
Right.
Like 4 or 5 days ago.
Right.
But I knew I was supposed to fight December 9th. So it was, like, this huge fight camp of, like, I don't know who I'm fighting. So I'm training, but it's like I didn't have a opponent for me that I was like, okay, this is what they do, these are their habits, what I need to work on, what I need to look out for, until like just a few days ago.
Right.
So, and it's been since well before October. So I've been exhausted and I'm like, man, I'm ready to just like be out of a fight camp. But now I'm so stoked because I've had blue balls. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, we're not
Just
gender
fuck
specific
this
here on the
chick
Push
up.
Podcast.
Listen, I got some big balls for ladies. So.
I say her ovaries are on the outside.
Yo, this is Keith Richardson's humor. Like, it's
Like,
just nonstop.
We have had so many arguments in the gym where Keith is like, I'm the big swinging dick in the gym. And I'm like, no, I'm the big swinging dick in the gym. And he's like, well, I mean, you do have a pretty big swinging dick.
Wow. Okay. Like, what was that feeling like going all the way out to Montana and then just having just complete, like, I feel like it's disrespectful because it's just like, you just didn't, it looked like she didn't even try to make weight.
No, and I think it all boiled down to the fact that like she didn't want to fight, but she just got too far into the situation, I guess.
Pull out.
But I'm like, man, you could have like not hopped on the plane and came out here. It would have been easier for me because like I left my kids. I have 2 kids. I got to take time away from my family, from my job, from everything. And to go out there and like that girl just basically like spit in my face. Like she was so disrespectful, such an asshole. And so it was more of if you actually didn't make the weight and you actually tried, like I could have been way more understanding, but she wasn't. And I lost my shit a couple times and it was just super frustrating because, you know, I'm out there like, I don't know, do I need to gain more weight? Do I need to cut more weight? Like, what do I got to do? And just everything. And we put our lives through, like, this is our life, like eat, sleep, train. Everything you do is fighting when you have a fight. Like you guys know, you wake up every day.
How hard is that cut for you? If you don't mind me asking.
I mean, it's not that hard, but it's not fun.
Nah, I feel it.
Like I definitely have to just like go without a little bit, not as much as me cutting to 115, but still, it's still just the principle of it. Like I showed up and did my job as a professional, and this girl just kind of like sucked. Like so, it sucked, and then it sucked to come back and just like have like I had to be at the fights and watch the fights. And it was just like the worst feeling to be there and like watch them all in front of me. And like I was like, this was supposed to be my moment.
Right, exactly.
But now I get to make somebody pay next week.
Right. They get to have all that brute force come through, right?
Well, you're the co-main for this card right here.
Yeah.
Were you the co-main for you weren't the co-main for the last one, right?
No, I was like somewhere in the bottom.
But the biggest star up there.
Facts.
Like,
Should be the main.
Right.
Should be
That's
the
what I'm
main.
saying. Like, that shit is crazy.
People's champ.
The people's champ.
Yeah.
Hey, slowly working your way up. You know what I'm
Listen.
saying? Co-main this time. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna let them know like after this, don't ever put me lower than the co-main event again.
Exactly. I mean, it's just like undeniable at this point. Like it's just like when every time they have a promotion, they always like promoting you. Like even like little snippets of everything. It's just like it's just you.
Yeah.
So I'm just like
it's so funny because I like pinch myself and I'm like, am I really like what? But they this card was gonna suck. Like to be completely honest, this card still sucks. Like there's not really anybody that great on it, and I don't mean that in like a cocky, conceited way. It's just like it is. Like I looked at that card as a fan. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch this shit. Right. And now I'm on it, and now people are wanting to watch it. People are driving in to go be there. People are buying tickets, and I'm like, okay. And they tried to tell me in Montana, like one of the promoters for Bare Knuckle was like, you're not worthy of the main event yet.
What?
And I was like, all right. And now look at me co-main, and I will stand my ground on that one after I win. Like I'm gonna be on that mic, like, all right, I'm not main event worthy. Yeah, we'll see.
Like, okay, so how does it feel? Like, do you think like you have that? What's the word I'm looking for? Like that chip on your shoulder, and like people not like believing, underrated, but it's like you're in that weird spot where people like are saying stuff like that, but it's really like undeniable, like who you are right now.
Sometimes I feel like I'm one of those people where I kind of, like I just said, I pinch myself because I'm like, oh, am I really like all that? But like I know what I bring to the table now, and especially now that I have other people showing it to me, and it's like, you know, I've always seen that in myself all along. So it's like it's hard when you have to kind of like be like, this is me, and like people want this, and you gotta let other people see that.
Okay, I feel that. Like Coach, so the fight camp. Oh, I forgot we got Miles in the building.
We should have got him
Future
some little
champ.
headphones.
The chosen one.
Yeah.
Hey, the Messiah.
Got Miles in the building.
Go. He's like, what is happening?
What is going on?
Yeah, he wanted to say something. He was like, You guys haven't said
Yeah, we haven't even acknowledged. My bad, Miles. My boy Miles is just chilling.
Like, I got dressed and everything. I'm Itachi, bro.
Exactly.
Combed his hair.
Combed his hair for the
Slick
event.
back.
He forgot his necklace, though. You know what I'm saying? He forgot his gold
Wow,
chain.
no, you don't got a necklace,
Forgot his
Miles.
gold chain, you know what I mean?
So
Look at my boy Miles.
I
But
know.
but speaking of like when as she's in fight camp, how's it been? Has it been smooth? How's it been for her?
Oh yeah, baby.
How-
Smooth.
how's it
I'm the
been?
one getting set up tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. No, like as far as like she's always harder on herself than I am, which like she almost takes the fun out of being a coach because she's harder on herself than I can possibly be.
Yeah.
And you guys know I like to be hard on.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I like to be a dick.
Yeah.
But
Like,
like,
you have to say
How can
encouraging
you be a
words. You're
dick?
like,
How
dang,
can you
there's
be a dick to
nothing-
yourself before
There's
I'm a dick?
nothing. There's
Yeah.
nothing else to say. I guess you did good. Like I got to give you some encouragement.
so like, but no, fight camp's been great. Like it's just been, so dragged on and stuff like that. Like, and I just got out of the same situation where like, I kept on having fights fall through, pulled out. Like, I was in a year-long fight camp and, like she's been in that same situation. Like, it's almost been like she's been in a fight camp almost since the summer. So it just kind of drug out a little bit. So it gets you get kind of worn out from being in a fight camp that long.
Exactly.
So like that was the only thing, like, we wanted to make sure that this fight was gonna happen, other than that, like, she just keeps on progressing, keeps on looking better, and like she's ready. So like, we've been working that whole time, so that I have no problems there as far as the training and everything goes.
Okay.
He just has to deal with my attitude.
Your attitude. It's
That
just-
is the only.
And it's like, I don't know if you like, I know Brian's been there like the last 2 open mats. I don't know if you were there last weekend, and like I don't know if you guys have seen me like going fucking nuts like the
didn't
past
see
2
anything.
Sundays.
What?
Yeah, you guys lie. You guys just all turn your head and like don't make eye contact, or we're gonna like turn to stone.
Right.
Yeah.
Just start talking to the person louder. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see anything.
Right. It's
And like my favorite thing is every fight camp, I have this moment where I'm in the cage and like locked in the cage, and I'm like tears, crying, bawling my fucking eyes out, and I sit against the cage, and it's like so dramatic in my own head. I'm like sitting there like, why am I even here? And I'm like tears going down my face. And every single fight camp, when I'm sitting in that position having that moment, I'm like, all right, I'm where I'm supposed to be, like, but I have it every time, and it's like nobody gives a fuck what's going on. Keith kind of just is like, get over it,
Right.
And then like I'm just sitting there like, why?
I mean, it's like an emotional roller coaster.
It
like
is.
you're in your own head. We got all the. I mean, I can't imagine where. You guys are at a high level, so it's just like you got a lot of different things to like look at now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what are you laughing at me for?
Nothing, man.
You just looking at my record or something? Like,
No, man. Don't be so insecure, bro.
God
I'm
damn.
just enjoying
like,
you,
is
the
you looking
podcast, dude.
God damn it! Like you just looking at me. No, what I'm saying, like you guys are at a high level now, so it's just like you probably got a lot of stuff to deal with and think about.
I couldn't imagine like the pressure of the Ultimate Fighter,
Like in the house or
just like all of it all together. Because like even like for where I'm at, I get a lot of pressure, but like I couldn't even imagine like when you were home and we all like knew that you were in the finals.
Yeah.
But like you weren't supposed to tell anybody. I'm like, first of all, I can't keep secrets like that.
Yeah.
Like I would have been telling everybody. I'm on the Ultimate Fighter, and like just like all of that. And
it becomes a lot easier to keep secrets when money's on the line.
Exactly.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? When there's like financial like
Oh, yeah.
repercussions to you opening your mouth, you're like, you know what? I don't want to tell my friends.
my
Right.
lips are sealed. Yeah.
Exactly.
And then also like after the first episode, like because that's the first time I got to watch a fight while everyone was watching a fight for the first time. Like, obviously normally you're
Yeah.
fighting when people are watching the fight. So being able to like, hear people's like reactions and then being like, oh, wow, cool. I was like, oh, nice.
You
know
like
what I'm
this?
saying? I was like, this is cool. It's kind of fun doing this. I'll only be able to experience it one more time in my life, with the second episode. But, man, tough. once again, that was like one of those things where it was just like such a struggle to get there that I was very confident. I had told the producers this. I was like, if I get on the show, I'm going to win the show. Like, just like let me in the door. I'll take care of the rest. And I don't think they really believed me, but they were like, okay, you know what? He's got a little spunk to him.
Right.
And I kept on telling people, I was like, hey, I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to beat all these guys. And so, yeah, no, it was really more of like, I felt the pressure that like people were going to be like watching it, and I didn't want to like lay an egg. But that was like the biggest thing. I was like, unless I lay an egg, you know, I should go out and I should beat everybody in here. And, you know.
Yeah, I think kind of how you did your amateur career, like, you know, kind of helped prepare you for that, because you were taking a lot of like short notice fights. Like if you were fine, like I remember one time you fought, and like then you fought again in 2 weeks. Yeah. And like, you know, that was one of the things that like when me and you were talking about it, I was like, you know, you're built for this show.
Facts.
Like you like that quick turnaround. You know.
Well, and I'll just say like it's like, you know, North Carolina isn't really, or the Carolinas in general aren't really like known as places that people like come out of as like fighters, you know what I'm saying? And so I feel like we get the short end of the stick a lot of times. Like if we go out somewhere, we're fighting their best person, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we never get the benefit of the doubt, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, just like you're saying, you're out here training, you don't even know who you're training for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're just training. That's how we're used to doing things, you know what I'm saying? We're just training, you know what I mean? Just working, you know what I mean? And so like, yeah, so like I was like, yeah, like you said, it was like I was like, yeah, I'm built for this kind of show, because it's just like, well, how we practice, you know what I'm saying? We just work, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was cool.
We like roll with the punches. Yeah. Whatever comes.
Man, I mean, I honestly, well, speaking of that, it's just like being on the Ultimate Fighter. I always say you have something tangible that you can always hold on to. Like you always can leave with something, whether than like, all right, you come on the Contender Series or something like that. It's just like, you know, you get in, all right, you're in, but after that, it's like nothing of substance to like hold you there in that place. Because I mean, we saw cuts today, so there was a few cuts from the UFC. So it's like
even someone like Kevin Lee, you know,
yeah,
like, and you know, I think that's gonna be like something where like as fighter pay continues to go up and as like competition like continues to get tougher and tougher, you're gonna see more like kind of like ruthless cuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like you being said, like just because I won the Ultimate Fighter, that doesn't mean if I drop my next 2 fights that I'm safe from getting cut.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I still gotta stay like, you know, it's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm very happy that I won the Ultimate Fighter, but it's like that doesn't mean anything going forward into my next fight unless I win.
Which I think part of that's kind of how the UFC recruits nowadays. Like back when I was coming up, like, you know, you wouldn't see guys in the UFC until they had like 20 fights. Yeah. You know, nowadays you see guys, you know, that are coming in there with under 10 fights.
Yeah. 6 and 0.
Yeah. So like, yeah, they're coming in there, and you know, the talent pools up, and some guys aren't prepared for that. Like, you know, under 10 fights, it's a lot of times it's hard to be, you know, prepared for that level. And so if you see guys, you know, drop 2 or 3 fights, and now their record's 6-3, you know, I think, you know, kind of the UFC got too focused on, you know, having guys with an O on their record or a 1 on their record, and not like guys that were seasoned when they got in there. Yeah, and that was one of the good things about the Ultimate Fighter too, is it's kind of like a fast track to getting kind of seasoned. Like it's a pressure cooker. Yeah. Like, you know, you get 3 fights, bop, bop, bop. Yeah.
All in the Apex, Dana White there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was definitely
So like, yeah, especially if like, you know, for a young fighter, that's a better track. You know, even if they do the Contender Series, you know, they haven't fought that level at like, you know, that many times, and it just. But that's also why you're going to see a lot of those guys that, you know, make it in there. If they lose 1 or 2, you know, they don't have the deep records. Like, you know, if you've got, you know, if you're 20-3 and you drop 1 or 2, still 20-5 record isn't bad, especially in MMA.
I mean, yeah, because you know how like how boxing is. Like you have one loss, you're not nothing. You're nothing. Yeah,
You're done.
Yeah,
You're
it's
out.
nothing.
You have no career. You might as well pack your bags and leave.
Get outta
Retire
here.
now.
Yeah, get out of here.
And at the same time, if you don't have 25 fights, like if you're not 25-0 yet, you're nobody yet.
Exactly.
I think it's crazy with like boxing because when I first got into the world of boxing, I think I told you about this last time I was here, but like I remember the promoter sitting down with me, and she's like, "All right, well, how much are you willing to pay?" And I'm like, What do you mean? I'm like, well, what am I getting paid? Like, and she was just like, you're not. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you have to pay like $1,500, like X amount. And then we're going to find somebody that's like willing to come in here and that's going to fight you, but they're not going to be that good. You know what I mean? Like, and like, so that's like what a lot of these pro boxers do. Like now up on the higher ranks, they're definitely fighting for real and it's like real, but the way that they are like whatever and is because when they start, they're like, you know, just running
nobodies.
They're running through like people who are just coming, like basically like willing to get paid to go get their ass beat. This is what it is.
And just padding the record type thing. Yeah. And then, you know, when it comes to comes to boxing, when you get to that high level, it's like, all right, who do you train with? Oh, you don't train with this coach? You don't train with that coach? Nah, we're not even letting you in. It's like, I don't know. It's just like the sport holds back a lot of, you know, what's the potential for it. Yeah. I think it just holds back a lot of potential because they don't let a lot of people in. It's like only a few amount of fighters, and that's why you see it dwindling out.
Which is, it's funny because like boxing should be one of the easiest to access sports there are, you know what I'm saying? As far as like what's required, it's like you need 2 gloves, you know what I'm saying? You don't need like a bunch of pads, you know what I'm saying? You don't need like, you know, all this equipment. It's like you need a ring and 2 gloves, you know what I'm saying? So it should be something that is easy for people to get into, but
and know how to box.
Yeah.
I mean, not saying MMA is harder or any like better, but like, cause you know, if you boxing, it like if you don't know, you throw a punch, you're taking like 3 or 4.
Yes.
But it's like if you don't know in MMA, you just can't just step in MMA and just have boxing. Like you need to know grappling, kicking, all of that stuff.
Well, that's what you should
know.
That's what you should know.
Yeah.
It's about a 5 sport minimum.
Right. So it's just like, I don't know.
That's why I was like bare knuckle. Because MMA is too much. It's just too much work for me.
Yeah, Taylor always skips grappling, by the way. She told me that.
Listen, I will tell you, absolutely. I grapple once a year. It's like
what's so special about that
on my birthday?
On your birthday?
No, he said on his birthday.
Oh, on your birthday?
No, see, like who was it? Devin Graham was getting his brown belt, and I seen everybody like lined up on the wall to grapple him for his brown belt, and I'm like, well. I guess I'm gonna grapple tonight. So I went over there because I just had to, and I was like, all right, that was my grapple for the year. Like, that's my role.
It was immediately her on her back. That bullshit.
That bullshit.
Fuck this.
I'm saying this is why I don't do jujitsu. Don't
fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I tell you, no, that's like my number one reason like to do jujitsu, just because like that's been done to me too many times. I'm like, I don't like it when someone can do this to me. I don't want to do this to someone else.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It sucks.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than someone just being on top of you and just
heavy as fuck.
Fuck you.
Fuck
both of you guys.
Look at he's insecure.
Fuck both of you guys.
What's worse is when it's like someone smaller than you
climbing you like a tree,
and then everyone's watching. You're like, it's not what it looks like. You're like, it's like, you know, this person just started, but they're like a bodybuilder. You know what I'm saying? You got Keith. You know, he's in good shape, but you know, he doesn't look gigantic, and you know he's gonna manhandle the poor bodybuilder, and people are gonna be like, "Wow, I guess you're not that tough." Well, it's not that he's not that tough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's just
he's just that good.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Wait, so
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right? So modest.
And he's humble.
He just puts the dick hat away and just throws on his modest hat. Okay, where'd that come from?
Yeah, just because I'm a borderline superhero.
Right.
But then if that said bodybuilder walked in the gym, Keith would be like, "You're gonna be sucking my dick today, bitch!" Like some shit like that. Like it's just something. Sorry, Miles. I'm sorry, Miles. But like that's like the kind of thing Keith would say. But like here, he's like, you know, I guess.
But do y'all think storylines matter more than fighting capabilities?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't think so, but
Out of that today.
But also, I do think they're important. Like, I mean, it's just like, it's what gets the people going, you know?
Do you have a fight if you don't have a storyline? Like,
I mean,
it can push it. It can get
Like
can
big
get the
fights.
popularity for the fight. You know, it can sell the fight, but it doesn't need to be manufactured. If it's there, it's there.
Like
But
real.
there are plenty of fights that, you know, they're just good fights. They don't need that extra, like, you know,
backstory.
they don't need that extra backstory. It's just, you know, like, hell, Masvidal and, like, Diaz, like, you know, they didn't need all that. Like, they didn't have all that. But it was just two of the guys that are just known to be tough street freaking gangsters. You know, did the fight live up to? No, because it got stopped due to a cut. But you know, it didn't need that. Like, so it just depends. Like, it really depends. Like, it can help sell a fight, but I think too many times they try to manufacture it, and like when you pick, people hate fakeness and they can spot it pretty easily. I think.
they tried to get me to like get out of pocket in my last bare knuckle fight when I fought Cassie Robb, and I was like very clearly like friends with her. Like, I just respected her. I didn't have any problems with her, but they were like, can you like step it up and like shove her at weigh-ins or like get in her face or do something? And I'm like, why would I do that when I was just like hugging her yesterday? And like, that's just so fake. So if you ever see like a storyline out of me, oh, it's because I genuinely like don't like somebody or genuinely have like a story with that person. But for me, I'm like, at the end of the day, we're all here for the same reason. We're going to fight. We're going to fight, and then we're going to be on to the next thing. So, like, why am I going to sit here and, like, be all uptight and, like, have a stick in my ass over a person that I'm going to have to fight and then be over it the next day?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, no, it's funny. I think Sensei Tom has a lot to do with why I don't like shit talk openly. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah,
I do
openly
think it's
is
kind of funny. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, you know, it's kind of funny. You know what I mean? But, like, you know, like, when I like first started training, like, and it was like me and D a lot times in the morning, there was like one time where, you know, because D, when I first started training, D would whoop me a lot. And there was one time where I was doing pretty decently, and I started like talking. We were like talking shit back and forth.
Yeah.
It was like getting heated, but it was like one of our best rolls ever. You know what I'm saying? Tom was like, don't do that. And so I never did it again. But
But why? Why? It just because it was a teammate thing, or it's just
I
like
think
he
it was
didn't
like,
want you to get out of pocket, or
yeah,
what?
he didn't want us to get out of hand. And then it was also he's very like, you know,
Let the game
martial
speak for
artist,
itself.
let the game speak for itself. And it's like, yeah, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to your face. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm not gonna talk on the internet. I'm gonna talk to your face. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's like, I like how those Eastern European guys do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like talking junk to people inside the cage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah,
Oh,
you know, it's like basically what Keith said. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's fake, yeah, it's like it's not cool. Then it's like you're having to like work. That's extra work. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's like another thing you have to think about before the fight. It's not fun.
The fight in the Ultimate Fighter, who are you fighting when y'all was talking shit in the
Petrosky.
cage? Yes.
Petrosky,
That
that,
shit
was
was
like
good.
that was one of those
That
things
shit
where it
was
was
good.
like,
Bitch.
oh,
Brian was
man,
like,
Yeah.
I could.
Yeah.
But it was like I knew like from the jump. It's like, you know, when you can like walk around, you're like, okay, that's the guy that I'm gonna have to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and then yeah, he's just like real smug around the house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Or just
yeah.
like, oh man, just wait, baby, I'm gonna get you. Don't worry. But yeah, no, and that was funny too, because like we had the headbutt and.
Or he said it was a headbutt, but
Well,
it wasn't.
it was on further review. It was a head clash. He was coming into me
Yeah.
as much as I was going into him. But it was funny because I was like nervous when they were reviewing it because one of the other fights we had, someone headbutted the other person, and so they were talking like, you know, we were training headbutts, and I was like, oh man, like I was like, this is bad. Like, what if like I actually like something
Headbutted him,
happens?
yeah.
And I was also angry because I thought it was BS. Like, I was
Yeah.
like, did you really like just like stop the fight? Like, even if that was a headbutt,
Yeah.
like, did you really just stop the fight for that? You knew I was about to start whooping your ass.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like I was upset. Like, I was genuinely upset, and I probably shouldn't have like, because that's what like I tried to like knock his head off, and I got taken down. So I probably should have chilled out a little bit, but you know. Yeah, no,
It's
that's
emotional.
that
It's
was real.
emotional.
That was real.
It
You
was
know what I'm
good.
saying?
That's
Sometimes
real good.
Brian gets okay.
You just need that one little thing
Listen,
to go
I've
forward
seen
on
many,
that motherfucker.
many an open mat where
if you can't handle the heat, don't come in the kitchen. That's all
Exactly.
I'm saying.
That
you know
one
what I
little
mean?
thing,
Hey.
you know. You just need that one thing.
I don't know. I just stay technical. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I just throw my combinations. And if you don't dodge them, that's on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to avoid the punches. You know what I mean? Like, I
Right.
can't help that. But, yeah.
So, bro, I will say, Brian said I was probably like the pound for pound, like his like hardest hitters.
I didn't say the pound for
Look,
pound.
No, he
I
said-
said pound for pound.
And that baby is better than any record that you got,
I
honey.
fucking need.
That's all
I
you
need.
need.
That's all I need. That validation. That fucking
You
validation.
man sneaky fast, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, like, he'll be standing there and you're like, wow, that punch got there fast. Good job, man. Holy cow.
No, good job,
Then-
man.
Yeah.
It did start kicking my ass.
And you just work the body and
Yeah.
slow him down.
Work
a
the
little.
Yeah,
body,
he just worked.
you know what I'm
Keith
saying?
dropped me with a body kick this Sunday though. I was like, God damn, that shit hurt.
That's his go-to.
I was like, oh man, that one hurt. It's like sliced through my shit too.
Oof.
Just take a minute.
Yeah. Just I'm gonna just chill out here for a
He didn't
second.
kick you. He kicked through you.
Yeah,
how you're
that's
supposed
what
to
it felt like. That's what it was. I think there's a difference between kicking somebody than kicking through
Yes, sir.
thinking through a
You know what I'm
motherfucker.
saying?
Yeah, you just remember body shots a lot longer. They stay on your mind for a little while.
Especially on the
That's why I love them.
Well, I mean, like, you know, a good headshot, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's supposed to, like, do what it's supposed to do, you shouldn't remember at all. You
Yeah.
know, like, a good body shot, yeah, like, that, like, stays in your mind. For,
I always
like,
tell people
Body
that I
work
would,
hurts your soul.
I would rather get punched in the face than in the stomach.
But
Yeah, like I would rather get hit in the face because like you could take that, like you can eat it.
someone.
Unless like Brian just said, like you get hit and it does what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
But like you get hit in the
remember
face,
that
like
shit
you
either.
can, you can like put your forehead down. You can eat it. Like you get hit with a body shot or like to the liver. Have you been hit to the liver and it hits you, but it don't hit yet?
Yeah.
And it
The
takes like a
delayed drop.
good.
Yeah.
It takes a good like 10 seconds, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're like,
I'm
like
like-
yeah.
That's the solar plex that always gets me.
Ooh,
The
it's
solar
the
plex
liver
is
for
the
me.
worst. The solar, because it's the solar plex just stays there. Like, I
The
think I'm
air.
over it, and
Yeah.
then it's like a gust of wind comes by, and like,
That's the face.
you know,
That
like,
is the
no.
And you take that solid liver though, and you get that delayed reaction.
And then it's like gone. Like it
Beautiful.
when you get hit in the liver and it like goes away pretty quickly, but that shit sucks
Yeah.
for like the
I'm like-
yeah.
I wish you guys were there when I hit Frankie to the body and he did a forward roll and started kicking his feet.
God
I
damn.
was like, why the hell did you do a forward roll? He's like, I wanted to get to the ground, but my body didn't know how to.
Man, so I just want to like, so what's good with your like the flyweight division though? So because that's what I'm a little confused on. So what's the position? Like what's the route? What are they trying to do? Like
I don't know. Apparently, like there's been word of this tournament that's supposed to happen. Like we're supposed to have a women's tournament. Beck Rawlings was supposed to come back to bare knuckle, but I think it's like not happening now. I don't know. It was like she was gonna come back, and then her visa got declined, and now she's just like, she lives
where's
in
she from?
Australia.
Oh
She
shit.
Australian?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Keep on going.
So she's from
She's
Australia.
just mad pretty. I just didn't know where she was from.
So she lives in Australia, and they said something like, "Oh, the contract signed. She's coming back." Blah blah blah. And the rumor was like Beck Rawlings, when she came back, was going to be back for an immediate title shot, which I thought's bullshit. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, this chick gets to leave and like go to Bellator and like lose or whatever, and then just like because she comes back, she gets the belt. Like, what the fuck? I don't think so, because like we're over here like putting in work for the year. Like all of us, the majority of us have fought 3 times in 1 year, bare knuckle fighting. That's a lot. But they're supposed to have a tournament. Right now, ranked number 1, I believe, is Britton Hart. And number 2 is Christine Ferreira. And then number 3 is me. I don't know the rest of the list. There's like there's a couple. I mean, like the flyweight division has definitely grown, and there's a lot of people signed that haven't fought yet. So it's only going to get bigger. But they need a champion. We don't have a women's champ. Right here.
I feel
Right
like
here
it's,
now.
yeah,
Come on
yeah.
now.
I'm about to say I feel like it's really undeniable there. Like
Like I
Yeah,
definitely
it's been
believe
the most popular division, like in all of bare knuckle. Like, you know, that's
For this upcoming event, if I see anybody, and it's kind of like touching on what you said earlier, it's kind of funny. Like I see people that I know outside of like our community posting bare knuckle highlights with Taylor in it. I'm like, I almost want to comment and be like, I know her.
Yeah. We're friends.
My buddy. Yeah.
Hit that. No, not that way.
But it's
in
like,
the face.
yeah, in the face.
Yeah.
No,
No, not that way.
That sounded bad too. Like,
yeah, in the face.
I've punched that bitch.
It's getting worse.
yeah.
He's like, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You know what? I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never met her before. in my life.
I don't know her.
So yeah, I'm hoping. I just hear rumors, like so many rumors. Like I don't know what's true and what's not. I'm definitely like when I get on this microphone after this fight, I'm gonna have a lot to say.
Yeah, I think you just got to.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, whoa, like I should be in talks for the title. Like I can understand Christine and Britain, but like I don't think either of them bring what I bring.
Yeah.
And they're tough. Like that's undeniable. I think those two are my toughest matchups. They're bad. They're good. They've been in there. They got experience. But I'm not fucking scared of either of them.
Yeah.
And like that's the difference. Like I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that belt. I want it. I see myself as a champion now. I just don't have a belt around my waist.
Exactly.
So
I think
let's
everybody
get it.
does. Like,
Let's get it.
And then I think we're just all waiting for like the moment, and then we just have to like sort out the division. Like
That's right.
Yeah. So it's just
Fucking
like
climb to the top.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like I feel like you already been there should have been already been a title.
Okay, let me just say this. When I first ever did the podcast with you, E-Man,
yeah.
I remember like you hadn't trained with me, you hadn't been in the gym with me,
Yeah.
never like anything like that, or
Yeah.
sparred with me or anything.
Yeah.
And then I remember E-Man comes to Modern Warrior and we spar and he said, yo, I got a different respect for female
Yeah,
fighters.
I was like, all right, I'm chilling. Poof, 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 poof. I'm like, oh, damn, she actually hits hard. I was like, oh shit.
Well, and, you know,
I think at one point she said, "Hit me, bitch."
Yeah.
Yes. I
Like,
just see E-Man cock back.
yeah. Let's say, where's the mustard at? Where's the mustard?
All right, we about to find out.
I was about to say, like, in our defense, though, I feel like Hayastan, there's like something that is.
You guys
there's
learned
like
to
a
respect women there.
There's a woman
Not a
woman repellent to our gym. There's like females, they will come in, they'll be like, oh, we're thinking about joining. They'll come in, they'll smell what it smells like, look around, see about 20 sweaty dudes, some with no shirt on, we're playing rap music, and they're like, huh. You know what?
Not the place for me.
Not the place for me. They just walk right back out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you
And
know.
then I would go in there and I'd be like, smells like bitch in here.
It's like bitch in here. And it was just, I was just like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, he said I just cocked back. That's fucking crazy. I don't feel like I fucking cocked back. Like this motherfucker, I was just like, oh man, she actually fucking hits hard. I was like, oh man, I don't want to get hit no more like this.
But it was funny because I came here and like, I've had met E-Man, but we just never like worked together or anything. He was like, yeah, I got mad respect for you. And then when we was sparred, he was like, I really got mad respect for you now.
Exactly.
And it was cool.
And then you got Brenton Hart. What ranking is she?
I
Brenton
think
Hart?
she's number 1 right now.
Number 1, Christina Ferreira.
Yeah. They keep
What-
switching back and forth because, I mean, Christine just fought and then she got bumped to number 1. And now Britton just fought. She got switched back to number 1. So they're 1 and 2 flip-flopping. 1 and 2.
And then Ostovich, is she behind you?
Oh, yeah.
Ostovich,
she's
she
still
lost.
in.
She lost her last one.
No, she won. She beat
won?
Paige Van Zandt.
That was her last one.
She won, but
Yeah,
she's
that's her
definitely
only one.
tough. Yeah, that's her
one,
only
okay.
one. So that's why she's below me. Then we got Jenny Trashbag.
Joel.
Uh,
Speaking of that.
Speaking of storyline,
Yeah, speaking of storyline.
Yeah.
Jenny Trashbag, she's number 5, I think, in the world.
Yeah.
5. I think that's what I'm gonna say. She's number 5. This bitch, like, okay,
Yeah.
I just gotta
She
say.
hit it with the
Storyline.
DB right off the bat.
So somebody posted like rankings,
Yeah.
like showed the rankings like 1, 2, 3, like Britton, Christine, me, so and so, Jenny Savage. This bitch wants to comment on the rankings and be like, actually, I'm number 3 in the world. And I'm like, as a fighter, wouldn't you fucking go on there and be like, I'm number 1?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm number 1 then.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And I'm like, why
facts.
would you just like give yourself number 3?
Facts. It's like
Man,
you're getting jealous
This girl's a headache to
Yeah.
me. But that's a storyline. That's
Yeah.
a storyline fight. Like I would like to fight her just because like that's real beef right there.
Right.
But whatever. Yeah. I'm number 3 and she's not really worth my time. So it's
She don't
like
want the smoke anymore.
I would like to beat the shit out of her just for pure satisfaction. But I'm talking. I want tournament. Like
That'd be a dope title defense.
hell yeah.
That'd be a really nice title.
Let her
Yeah.
fucking come. She can come to me.
Right. She had what you say? What you about to say?
Well, she don't want that smoke.
Nah, I don't think so either.
And she would need to win her way up to that title.
Yeah.
Like,
what do you think?
Like,
Yeah. Okay.
because her, which the reason she can't even try to claim number one is because she already got beat by Britain. Bam.
Yeah. So she had come for number 3.
You gotta see where
I'm like,
yeah. You want her.
yeah, I do.
Yo, and why does I would say like BKFC signs a lot of pretty female fighters.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, yo, where the fuck these guys come from? You fight?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
shit, you're fine as hell.
And it's
like,
funny because it's like really hard to get women in there, but the ones that are in there are like some bad bitches, and like
it's like bare knuckle, like.
And
What
it's
the
us.
fuck?
It's like us, and they're like
I'm like, you got some pretty ass females in there. What's her name? What's her name? Wong? What?
Jade Wong.
Jade Wong? Yo, I'm like, yo, you fight? I'm like, god damn, okay.
Yeah. And I think it's cool because like a lot of the women in BKFC
Good
are
catch.
moms.
I do this, athlete.
Moms. No, okay, 2 in 1.
Yeah.
Stop. Rip to, I'm just kidding. That was kind of mean. I'm sorry. There's a lot of moms in BKFC. So I'm always like, I love that because like some tough ass fucking moms up in there throwing down, like tough ass
Oh
milf.
shit.
Tough ass
Bear Mill fighting.
Bear
Milf.
Mill fighting
Yeah.
championship.
Yeah, so it should be fucking name.
And you know what? I got this right here. I just recently watched a child being born. There's nothing on this
Scarier.
planet I can see, at least with my own eyes, being tougher than a MILF. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you can have a baby, you're a tough person. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, that was like a traumatic experience.
That
I was
thing
like,
looks.
"Oh!"
I accidentally
What it
walked.
sound like?
No, that's what I sounded like. Yeah, that's what I sounded like watching it, trying to give her moral support. I thought I was saying like, you got this, babe. I was really like,
I actually accidentally walked in on my one of my nephews being born.
Oh no.
Like I think
In the crib? Or in the hospital?
in the hospital. No, like
Okay.
I walked in the room and I didn't know that they had the curtain up and stuff like that. Like I think I was still in the Marine Corps at the time or something like that. And like, I walk in and you just see me flip a bench and walk out. And then they're like, the nurse is like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I've seen blood, I've seen guts, I've been through war. I never seen some shit like that."
Yeah, I
She
like
just started
that.
laughing at
Not
me.
like that.
I was like,
Like the Eye of Sauron,
Just open the
It's
fuck
different.
up.
Oh, the
It's
fuck.
different.
the portal.
Oh,
They
man.
asked me when I was in labor. They were like, "Do you want to see?" Fuck no, I don't want to see that shit. You think I want to see that shit? No. I was
Do you
like,
wanna see?
I told
Gonna
them like,
watch this shit?
hell no. You think no? I was like, get that mirror. If you put that mirror up, I'm kicking that bitch out of your hand. I don't want to see that
He said,
shit.
do you want to see this shit?
Do you want to feel this shit? Like, no. Okay,
Oh man.
but I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so do you think, like, for Trayshawn, though, like, why do you think people are trying to underestimate you in this fight?
I mean, yeah, man. Just I think a lot of it has to do with the optics. You know what I'm saying? Like Trayshawn looks more like someone that people traditionally are afraid of. You know what I'm saying? He's got the physique. You know what I'm saying? In the last fight, people watched him and he knocked someone's head off. You know what I mean? He has a weird way of talking. You know what I'm saying? That's very unsettling to some people.
It's very cringy.
Yeah.
And he's pitching out a story, and a lot of people are buying it, that he's like this like chosen person that's going to be a world champion in a year, and he's going to knock everyone out. The problem is like,
I'm dying. I'm like, woo, okay. Come on, yeah.
Bring mine over there.
You better come here. Watch, he's gonna freak the hell out when I get him.
but yeah, man. We're talking about Trayshawn.
Yeah.
What about Trayshawn?
Why,
just-
why do people think
Oh,
that he's...
what?
yeah. I mean, but if you actually like look at his resume, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's like, perception versus reality. There's the perception of him, but if you look at his resume does not back that up at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at my resume,
Talk to him.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Totally different. You know what I mean? It's like I got, like double the fights, if not more than that. You know what I mean?
Number one in the region.
Number one in the region as an amateur
The
in 2
ultimate
divisions.
fighter.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
ultimate
Yeah.
It's like, you know, like he said, when I was an amateur, I was fortunate I got to fight a lot of great guys. You know, Impa, who was in the UFC, Cody Brundage, he just got into the UFC. I'm sure some other guys that'll be knocking on the door soon. You know, as a pro, you know what I'm saying? There was like pretty tough. Like the pro records didn't look like stacked, but there was once again a lot of amateur experience behind it. So, and I was able to get a lot of different looks. So, you know, I'm just prepared for Trayshawn, and like every, you know, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let everyone watch February 5th to see what I'm about to do to this man. But you know, it's like I'm gonna expose them. You know what I'm saying? I'll put a light down and like make everyone see like what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like I'm just, like everyone thinks a certain way. I'm gonna just like change the way everyone
have
thinks. You know what I
chills.
mean?
Yeah.
Plus, I think it's just because you're such a good-natured, sweet, light-skinned boy.
And it's just like,
He,
go ahead.
he just doesn't hit you. Like, you just don't hit as like super intimidating just because you always have a smile on your face and stuff like that. And then as soon as you get in there,
I
you
know.
do that work.
That's
What-
different, baby.
What was it that I kept calling Trayshawn? What was it I kept saying? I kept calling him something forever, and every single time Keith
Trayvon.
Trayvon.
and Keith is like, "It's Trayshawn."
Trayvon. Wrong
there
black
was people,
guy.
There was people in the house that were like Trayvon, Trey, like every like variation of a name that starts with T and ends with Quan that you can think of, like
Just
just
fucked up.
just every like you're just like listening to, you're like, oof.
Like,
You know
wow.
what I mean?
They're
Like,
just
oh,
butchering
no.
this shit.
Yeah, you know, but I'm sure he's used to it. But
Nah, I just don't see how. I don't see any other way that he can beat you, and that's just not me coming from a teammate, just being biased. I'm just saying, like, he's not gonna out tough you, no pun intended. He's not gonna out strike you. The only thing I really see is strength, but that comes back to the toughness. Like, he's not. It's nothing you've never seen before type shit.
Your laugh makes me laugh. Your laugh makes me laugh.
No, well, with that, you know, there's definitely a way that he can beat me. You know, he can punch my head into the stands. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
a very real possibility. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that's anybody's possibility.
Yeah, well, and it's a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He is an athlete. You know what I'm saying? He does know some jujitsu. You know what I'm saying? If I'm lazy, he can get something. But you know, so much of fighting is like execution and who can execute their game plan better. And, you know, having layers to your game plan to, like, make adjustments to what they're doing. And I just know my adjustments are going to go way deeper than his. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, as long as I stay focused and I execute and do what I'm supposed to do and stay defensively responsible the whole time. That's one of the biggest things, just keeping my hands up. You know what I'm saying? Just watching, like, keeping my eyes open, keeping my hands up.
Like, you know, out of all the fighters that I've seen, like, you know, coming up and stuff like that,
Punch my head into the stands.
like, especially with like the experience level that you got, like, I would say you've got probably one of the highest fight IQs that I've seen, like, especially at this level already. And like, you know, and I've just watched it grow and grow and grow. And I think that's a huge difference between you two. I think that's a big reason why you're at where you're at already. And, you know, just especially when you've got such a good overall game and you understand your own game. So I think that's one of your biggest advantages coming into that fight.
That's what I'm talking about. This wholesome energy. That's what we're all. That's
You better go off, bitch. You better go off. Yeah.
Title shots.
I think
Go ahead.
that's the difference with us is, like, all of us, we are so fucking hyped to each other. And it's like, I feel like sometimes in gyms that I've been in before, there's so many egos and, like, people want, like, just nothing but, like, for themselves. And they want to be, like, they got to be better than the people in their own gym. I don't understand that. Like, we over at Modern Warrior, and I know you guys at Highest Stand, like, we come together on Sundays, like, and when I've seen you guys training and, like, us over there, like, we fucking hype each other up. And that's, like, such a big difference, like, the energy. Like, I'm telling you, I win my fights off of the fucking energy I have alone from other people. Because I'm like, man, I got to go out here and do it for these people because they believe in me. Like, I go out there and, like, just the shit I hear before I fight, leading up to it, everything. And every day, like my team checks on me, everybody's checking on me, hyping me up, sharing my shit. Like I do the same for them. So it's like, that's the difference.
No, it's like the fact that like people can live vicariously through you is like so cool. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, people who help you like live your dream, like kind of live their dreams out through you. You know?
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, it makes you like appreciate it a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like that genuine love. Like if I sat and talk about any of y'all at this table to somebody and they're like, oh, you know Bryan Battle. I'm like, I love Bryan Battle. Or like email, oh man, email. Like, yeah, it is like real. Like, and Keith, I love Keith.
Yeah, you're all right.
I was gonna say that. Yeah. No, he's the best. He's the best. Like that's one of the most supportive motherfuckers I've ever seen in my entire life.
Right.
Facts.
Like ever.
Maybe you tell the story. If you fuck this up, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
That had to do with Jenny Trashbag.
Yeah.
It was her boyfriend. Yeah.
I'll beat the fuck out of you.
I love in my own language.
Yeah, exactly.
Facts.
It's usually fuck. That's my language.
But your love language is fuck.
Oh
Man, so I got some headlines for you guys. I want you to have your opinions on. So you got Justin Gaethje. I mean, Dana White says Justin Gaethje has earned the next title shot, lightweight title shot. What did you think about that?
I'm not mad about it. You know, Islam can't be far behind. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, he needs a fight against a top 5 fighter, but it's kind of tough because no one's trying to fight the man. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not mad about Gaethje getting the next shot.
Yeah, he's one fight out, like Islam. One fight, like all he needs is a top 5 opponent. You know, he's in there. I'm not mad at like Gaethje. Like, you know, that man just puts on nothing but bangers.
That last
Like,
fight
yeah,
was
that
so good.
yeah,
Crazy.
like
Fucking crazy.
like that's who you want as a champ. Like, you know, freaking because he's somebody that doesn't need that storyline.
Facts.
Anytime Gaethje's on a card, I'm watching.
Right.
Like, yeah, the man. He's got to slip a little bit more.
You don't give a fuck about that.
He's really good
fuck
at
head
rolling with the
movement, fucking-
punches. You know what I'm saying?
Although the Ferguson fight, like,
Yeah.
like, you know, that
Ferguson fight? Oh my lord.
it-
I thought he was
the
going to
movement
get.
was bet.
Oh my lord.
But
Yeah, his boxing. I was like, yo, it's just like I thought he was going to get cut up and just sliced open. You know how Tony is,
Yeah.
and then he was just rolling with everything and just catching.
Tony hasn't been the same since, man.
Yeah.
Tony hasn't been the same since that fight.
Yeah, and that's sad.
that's another story.
Yeah, that was a lot of shots. That was a lot of shots. What do you think about Nate Diaz turning down Nate? God damn it,
Kazma.
No.
Kazma.
Is it Nate or Nick? I get them confused.
That was Nate.
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 Yeah.
Turning it down. Chimaya.
Well, you know why he did it, right?
I feel like I already know, but you know, I didn't.
That's always been
like-
like he's always done really bad against wrestlers in the past. You know what I'm saying?
Plus, there's no upside for Nate.
Yeah.
Like you know, which like you know, he said like, yeah, the guy's never even fought like you know, top 10 opponents yet and stuff like that. There's no upside for him. There's just downside. Yeah, the only thing that he'll gain is like you know exposing you know one of the up and comers, and like that's not enough to really like you know super motivate him in that like you know and to risk his
Career.
marketability.
Yeah.
Like you know he's just looking for, especially like you know you look at his fights like recently, he's looking for marquee fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to fight a young killer like where he's not gonna gain a ton if he wins.
Facts. Like someone that they're just trying to build up.
Yeah,
build up.
like that's a business. Like, and they know that he's the worst matchup for Nate. Yeah, but if you know
They
if
know
he gets
exactly what
that
they're
W, that superstar status right away.
Facts. Like they had to have been offering Nate so much money to take that fight. Like I cannot imagine like their sales pitch. They're like, "Yo, Nate,
Yeah.
I know you said you wanted to fight Conor for
listen.
the trilogy,
Yeah,
but
look
how
at this
about
paper.
you fight this bigger, younger,
We're gonna write it.
angry?"
It hasn't been touched.
Yeah.
But 4 times. Wait, how
Yeah.
much was it? It was like a single digit number in his last 3 fights, or
how about you
something.
fight this angry Dagestani?
Yeah. No. I think I laughed out loud when I read that headline at first. I was like, no way is he taking that fight.
No, I'm about to say, I think they know, but it's just like, yeah, we'll say this to like.
I would say I would have had a lot of respect for Nate if he would have been like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna go out on my shield. Like, he goes to the future.
Yeah.
Although
Fuck it.
I would not be surprised if Nate takes a swing at him like at an event though.
Facts.
Like, you know, he'll do that because he like, you know, it's not gonna really screw up his paycheck, really. Like, you know, he'll do it to kind of test the waters. I would not be surprised because out in the streets, that motherfucker will fight just about anybody. But yeah, business wise, when he selects his fights, he's actually pretty tactical.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like he wants like good, exciting fights, but he also want like, you know, he's not going to try to fight somebody like that, you know, strong, like ridiculously strong wrestler that's going to try to put him on his back and just mash on him until he loses consciousness.
And who really wants to watch that fight too? I don't want to watch him fight Kazma. Like, I like the Diaz.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, have him fight Robbie Lawler again. That was great. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, stuff like that.
Just like, no.
Yeah, man. I don't want to see him get smashed like that, dude.
What about Rob Font, Jose Aldo? This weekend.
That's gonna be a fire fight.
Yeah. Think so?
Yeah, Aldo's looked good like recently, and you know, Font's a beast. So I'm kind of excited to see that one.
Man, no, the fight is gonna be good. Like, picking who wins that fight, dude, that's. I think I'm gonna go Jose. I'm gonna go Jose for the win.
Jose?
Yeah.
I got Rob Font.
What's up? How much?
I got 20 on Rob Font.
Let's go.
I thought Rob Font was gonna get trashed by Cody, but I was like, oh man, this is different.
Although, you know what, Cody did not look like Cody in that fight.
I don't know what it was.
Like,
so Cody's been a little off for a while.
Isn't he like
well,
cutting
except for that Sun South fight.
You said what?
He's cutting to 125.
Yeah.
Oh, he's cutting to
Yeah,
125.
He's gonna drop down to 125.
France.
Oh my god!
I saw a picture of him like recently too, like while he's cutting, and it looks like
Oh my god!
awful. Yeah.
What?
Side note, totally off note. Caitlin sent me a message the other day, and it was the UFC's post of Clay Guida, and she was like, "Is this even a real person?" And I was like, not only is it a real person, but Keith knows him. Like,
oh, Clay is one of the coolest people on the planet.
He's fighting this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Or next weekend?
No, this weekend.
This weekend. Okay, I didn't know. I seen the highlights, but I didn't.
Where he's like burping.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
He freaking burping on every fucking corner.
time
in the corner.
Every
stuff
time
like
he's in the
that.
fucking corner.
Yeah. Clay's a different dude. That's another dude that just has ungodly like motor on him.
He just breathes out his asshole like fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know why that got me.
I took that from Sensei Tom.
Yo,
Fucking.
that's a good skill to have. Sometimes
Breathe it
you
out
gotta-
your
That third
asshole.
lung.
Yeah.
The third lung. It's just like,
Only,
yo.
only way to beat it is sink in the third hook.
Not the third hook.
Oh Lord.
Not the third
Gotta
hook.
clog that pipe.
No.
All right, my last one
tapping.
is Dustin versus Oliveira.
Oh, Dustin Poirier. Give me the diamond, baby.
Diamond.
I'm going
What?
Oh.
he's looked good. Like,
I feel that. I think if Oliveira wins, I think he wins by submission.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And I think he catches it right there.
He could.
Yeah, and he's the only one that hasn't gotten beaten by Khabib.
Yeah. It'd be fresh. It'd definitely be fresh. But yeah, I don't know. I think Dustin just seems like he's like that dude right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think if he doesn't win, I think he might be out of here.
Probably.
Yeah, I think he might be done. I think he might be done unless they take that unless he does another Conor fight or something like that, whatever.
Dude, it's so weird to think that they could do a fourth fight. Like, people would still buy that.
No, yeah.
Conor McGregor.
I would watch it. I would watch it.
Yeah, I watch it.
Conor McGregor just like makes me so sick now. Like, it's like I mean, I never really was like the biggest Conor McGregor fan, but even more so now, it's just like everything I see about him or hear about him, I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, it's
Getting to a point where it's just like, all right, like enough's enough.
And plus, he's supposed to be 180 something pounds right now. So
I saw that. Yeah. He's big. I don't know what is he doing.
I don't know.
What's he trying to do?
Yeah.
He's oh no.
Something. He trying to do something.
Being rich.
Facts.
Being rich and just eating out.
Yeah.
Facts. That's I mean, because, he was broke when he got into the game, and then he did what he wanted to do. So it's like.
Bring it closer. Bring it closer.
His motivation has got to be, like, in the basement. Like, motivation's got to be legendary.
Every time I see him, I think of Rick James. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
God damn it.
Like, it just...
Dude, yeah.
I'm saying like, yo, that motherfucker, he's big. When I was seeing him, he was walking in front of that, who was Max Holloway versus who was it?
Oh, yeah, in front of the TV?
Yeah, I was like, God damn, this motherfucker's jacked.
Yeah, but it's like, what are you doing?
Versus Yair.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like, it's weird. Yeah,
like the way he was good enough for like that high. And then now it's like I feel like he's trying to keep that, and then it's just like now it's just like messy.
Annoying.
It's messy.
Well, it's, I think it's like a lot of times people can become their like alter ego.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's become the notorious. Like he's not McGregor anymore. He's the notorious.
Yeah, and I especially like when he was at the mountain top. I definitely respected him because he was changing weight classes. Like, he was one of those guys like fighting anybody anytime, and he's just not the same. And now he's just like buying into his own stuff, and he's just losing it.
What is the quote from Batman? Like, you either live to
live long enough.
You either die the hero or live long enough to become
the villain.
There you go.
Ooh.
And he is
so far.
Like,
damn.
See,
He used to be the hero.
like,
Is it? I mean, you just because he's like anytime he comes on, he's so marketable. So it's just like, but now it's just becoming like it just keeps going downhill.
I know it's funny because it's still like he's still like a super big draw, but it's just like back in like 2016, Conor McGregor was like that fucking dude.
Every time it'll come on.
Yeah,
but now he's just lashing out at everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he's lashing out at like heavyweights and stuff like that. Like, it's just like, come on, dude. Like,
I know.
Like you become like a meme. Like half the time I can't tell if it's a meme or if it's a fucking post from him.
Facts.
Right.
No, I was like wondering when it came out and he was like trying to attack MGK. I wonder if he just thought that day he was like, you know what, I want to make some
I'm
headlines.
bored. Yeah.
I'm gonna start swinging at somebody, like knowing that he wasn't gonna land. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he just saw MGK. He was like, you look like a good person to swing at right now.
Yeah.
You know what MGK's defense was? He was saying like, yeah, he knows grappling and stuff like that. It was like, oh, okay. He's a blue belt. I think they were saying something like he was a blue belt or something like.
He was afraid of Conor's grappling. That's what it was.
No, no. He was
MGK was saying he's a blue belt.
Like he's a blue belt.
MGK was saying that he's a blue belt.
Yeah, like
so
This is
Conor
what
should
you
be
said.
afraid of his grappling.
He was gonna pull guard on the red carpet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Again,
that would have
cocaine
been
is a
a
hell of a
big
drug.
picture.
You guys are crazy.
Holy cow.
Yeah. You pull guard on the red carpet. Megan Fox would have left with would have left with
She was
Notorious.
like, I don't know what you just did, but that's unacceptable. I can't be seen with you in public
Can't be
anymore.
turtling up in guard on the red carpet.
She would have dumped him and gone right to Pete Davidson, just like everyone else.
I don't know what that is.
what is
Pete
it?
Davidson
I don't
be
get
getting
it.
these
Okay.
hoes.
It's,
He
Tell him, what is it? What is it?
it's the humor.
What?
No, he's not that
It's
funny.
humor.
He's not
He ain't
that
that
funny.
funny.
Like,
He is that funny though.
But-
He
No,
is
he's
that
not.
funny.
I
He's
watched
funny
him. He's
before
funny.
before
I mean,
Kardashian.
What?
I love you.
How funny is he?
Yeah. How funny
I
is
love
it?
you,
Explain to
Keith.
me.
I love you, Keith. I love you, Keith.
And it's just like I don't. Oh my god! I don't know how
I
you get all
know.
these hoes.
He's like, he's an edgelord or something. I don't get it.
It's just like there's just the humor. I don't know. It's like there's a humor.
He's like
It's like, okay, like for instance, like Keith, I love you. Adam Sandler, like, which is so weird, but like Adam Sandler has like this.
To get you going?
Not,
Adam Sandler gets you going?
not gets me going, but like I'd be like, ooh, Adam Sandler, because he's like funny.
Yeah,
like
okay.
women, like
I know, it's
like
funny,
Adam
shit.
Sandler is one of those people who's not like physically attractive, but like his humor and the way he like walks and talks is like, like he's attractive, but it's like, but he's not. Like Duke asked me, Duke's like, who's someone that's not attractive, but like you think's attractive, just be like a celebrity. And I'm like, oh, Adam Sandler. Like,
I need to do a poll later on.
Yeah, I'm about to say we might have to drop that
like,
one.
But I mean, honestly, you know, Pete Davidson's out here.
Conor
You know,
McGregor.
and it's you know, we're just guessing. You know, what do we know? We're straight dudes.
Right. That's just it.
We're
Fuck
just
it.
guessing.
I
It's
mean,
like
yeah.
2 + 2 doesn't seem to
Keith's
equal
over here
4,
like,
but
he's no Ryan Reynolds. That's like his man.
Ryan Reynolds. That's who I think.
Like,
you know,
I think right now he's most dudes' gay crush. Like every dude's got a gay crush.
it's
I don't
a,
care.
I'll say he's good looking.
I don't know.
E-Man's like,
You got a crush?
Like,
Bro, don't like.
no, bro, put him
It's
on the
like,
spot.
Don't put me on the
No,
spot,
we're
bro.
gonna-
gay
we're
crush.
gonna
Don't put
I
me
want
on
to
the
hear all
spot,
of
bro.
y'all's gay
Like-
crush.
Don't put me on the spot, bro.
Like one dude that you admit like he's a good looking dude.
Oh man, there's a lot of.
There's a lot of them.
Don't
I grew
overshoot
up.
it.
I
Like,
got- listen, I
was
grew
just
up-
helping
I
you
grew up
out.
with a bunch of-
And it was
I grew up-
he's like,
listen,
man, I got a list.
I grew
of
up.
dudes.
I
I got
grew
a
up.
list of dudes that can get it.
I grew up. No, I feel like there's like a point where you can just objectively look at someone and be like, that's a good looking guy.
Yeah.
Or, you know, at least that's what I think an attractive looking.
Okay, so who's number one?
Who's number one on that list?
Taylor, look at Taylor.
No,
Taylor wants it.
I don't have a list, man.
You close your eyes. When we say attractive man,
put it
who's the first
together.
person you're thinking of?
My perfect man right now.
Put your hands down. Stop touching
Put
him.
him. I don't know. I have to come back to you later.
Come back to it later. Come back to it later. Come back to
See, so I didn't answer the question.
your
but
gay
I
crush.
think I did a lot more damage.
My gay
to
crush.
myself.
Yes.
Like female?
Yes.
Oof.
I don't want to hear about dudes. You think?
Margot Robbie.
There you
Margot
go.
Robin.
She plays Harley
Harley Quinn.
Quinn.
Oh, okay, thanks.
But
She's
that,
like just attractive.
but honestly, I think the only reason you like that is because it'd be like doing yourself.
But I say because she looks like
Harley
you.
Quinn, like
you know.
Ah,
she just
Who's
wants
my gay crush?
Little
Taylor
Vane.
Starling. Duh.
Little man.
like masturbating in the mirror.
Oh my god. Keith only says that because that's what he does.
Vain ass.
I know.
Bro, what did you, bro? You. That's another story for another time, man. Yo,
Wait, we ain't stopping this until I hear yours or yours.
Man Crush Monday. Go.
Yeah.
It's the end of the world.
It's the
There's
end of the
nobody
world.
left but you
Like,
and this man, and that's who you have to love for the rest of your life. Who is?
My right hand.
my right, yeah.
No, all right, no. I always say, historically, who I have said was my man crush was Alistair Overeem.
I could.
In high school, I was such a big Alistair Overeem fan.
Yeah,
Like, that was
okay.
just like my fucking dude.
All
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Because I thought he was cool. Like, it was like,
Yeah.
I wanted to be Alistair Overeem. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
that's
just-
like,
It was more emotional than just
like
physical.
it was really emotional. It was like,
I really loved him.
I was like,
I really
if I had
loved
like gone up to him for like to like talk to him, and he like would have blown me off, that would have really hurt my feelings. Like as an 18-year-old, I would have been like, damn, bro. Like,
Rip my
like,
heart out.
I was like, I thought you were that guy, bro.
All right, man, you're up.
I don't think about dudes like that,
Oh.
but
You
if
could
I
just,
had to pick a dude,
like you're like,
Yeah.
he's attractive.
Gun to your head.
no, that's not. I'm not gonna say that.
Gun to your head.
I'm gonna say it like this. I know he gets girls. I mean, like I know that sounds a lot better.
Pete Davidson.
I'll take Pete. Yeah. I was like,
There's got to be something about him that the ladies love.
but bro, it's just like I know he gets girls.
So you thinking you get a crumb off of him?
I know. No, I say all I'm gonna say is I know he gets girls. That's all. There's no crush. Chris Brown.
What?
Chris Brown.
Not since like 2008.
He gets the host. He gets those.
Are you trying to get a black eye?
He gets those.
Still, like currently.
Like honestly, like
Currently?
honestly, he
He's
does.
on the host.
No, he's killing it right
Yeah,
now.
on
he,
the host.
he does bring up a good point. He's still getting girls.
Still get all
Chris
those.
Brown,
Like-
Chris Brown is just
Like,
at a level that I would never even aspire to get to. Like, it is just
What?
no. Chris Brown is like he is the king of the light skins.
I would have
Like,
never known.
he is the king of the
Him
light
or Drake?
skins. Yeah.
Drake.
Him or Drake is like the king of the light skins.
Yeah.
What? Chris Brown still like got it going on?
Yeah, we go. Me and him go to a meeting every day, and we gotta sign in.
I didn't even know that was like still a thing. I've been
got
under
to
a rock.
salute a picture of Chris Brown.
Yeah, just
Yes,
like
no, we have to do a dance to Chris Brown, sing a Drake chorus, and then we can go in.
And if you don't do like any photos or any pictures with like a squint eye, like we have to like do like what's those shits called in Catholicism? Like we have to like confess our shit.
Yeah.
The Hail Marys.
The Hail Marys. I'm like, yo,
It's tough being light skinned.
Yeah, it is.
It's
hard.
It's the lighter the skin, the harder it be.
Yeah, it's a hard life to
You guys
live.
are some fools. I don't know how we got to where
I don't know
what
what these guys here. Oh goddamn, these guys here are my family. So it's just one of those things. I love having them here. Go ahead and drop y'all Instagrams and all y'all social medias before we dip out of here.
Pooh Bear Battle 68 on Instagram, Bryan Battle 10 on Twitter, and don't worry about Facebook. I don't got anything else.
Right.
Okay, I'm ready for this one. At Tay W Starling on Instagram. Follow me. I have Facebook, Taylor Starling. My Venmo is at
Exactly. Because that's the thing.
at TaylorStarling.com. You guys
Sign up.
subscribe, sign up, TaylorStarling.com.
They have
That's
some very nice merchandise.
yes, very nice merchant.
rash guards.
Rash guards.
T-shirts, you know, TaylorStarling.com. But Instagram is my main.
Just wait for those used boxing shoes to be on sale.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing too.
I wish we weren't rapping about the best story, but another day.
Rockstar MMA on Instagram, Modern Warrior MMA on Instagram, and if you're looking for some of the best training around, come on down to Modern Warrior MMA.
Come to Modern Warrior.
Down in Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Yo.
Get smothered.
Miles, you want to let him know
I'm
your
about to say
Instagram?
Miles.
He's a milk drunk.
Yeah, he's a little milk drunk. He's out of here.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
I need Miles. I need that same energy tonight at 2 in the morning.
When you get home, yeah.
Exactly.
2 in the morning. I need that same energy, please. I'm begging you.
Please.
That's not the window.
Yo, I love you guys, man. It's a Push Your
Love
Fake
you.
podcast, and we're out.
But love, brother.